Hey guys, welcome to Chopper's Charts, and I got another live back testing session. Let's see if we can get a trade. I'm back testing gold, MGC, to be specific. Gold on in 2022. 2022, I know for the 1 hour and above the time frame, it was a very choppy year, similar to 2026 has been. And so I wanted to go back, get a choppy year, and get some good hard practice in to see how I'm doing. Now, just for those who may have not know, I backtest with only one contract right now. I'm not looking so much as at the dollar amount as much as I am looking at a combination of win rate and average win loss. Mostly, I'm trying to get to familiarize myself with my trading setup and get it better, better, better. It's like I've said before, it's like going to the driving range if you're a golfer and practicing, going to the batting cage if you play baseball, going to the basketball court and practicing if you play basketball. Same concept. You're going to here to the back testing court, to the back testing zone, and you're learning to find your system, find your rhythm, so that when you're on the live charts, you're ready for it. You know what you're looking for. You can be a little more calm, a little more patient. It's just getting time in the charts, really. That's all it is. So, real quick, my current session results. I'm in July. I had March was a good month. May was not a bad loss, about a break even for February. 0 trades in April. So not looking too bad. I'm at 1466, one contract. I do a 1-to-3 ratio on my trades, my take profit. So for MGC right now on this one, I'm trading $150 loss, $450 take profit. So to be just below 3 is not uncommon for that 1-to-3 win ratio. So I look at this as, if I can do this with one contract in micro, as I get better and I start increasing my contract size, this could be times 10, would be 10 contracts in the micro, or one contract in the mini. So times 10, that'd be 14,000. So my ultimate goal is 10 contracts in the mini, which would be 100 times this, which would be 146,000. So not too bad. And this is my mental focus here is what I'm making right now with one contract can be times 100. I don't have to look at getting a bigger run. I don't have to look at getting a bigger trade. Just being consistent and hitting what I can. So now 2022, it's a tough year. Not going as well as some. I just finished MYM. I came out with 2,700, 75% win rate. It was looking really good. I only had 15 trades through the whole year. And if I take that MYM and I go back here to MYM, and this was when I was just looking at the daily for the, I had 36. I had twice as many trades, 36 trades, and I got about $1,200 more, but I had a 50% win rate. So my win rate's increasing. Everything's looking good. And this is kind of subjective because if I take a trade and I look at it win or loss, which I just closed out a nice win because I looked at it and I'm like, that I shouldn't have taken it. That was not my trade. That was not my system. It is skewing my results, and I don't want to do that. I want to see. I'm practicing to see my system, my strategy, not take trades that aren't like mine. You know, I had a good solid $450 win, and when I went back and looked at it, it did not fit my criteria. It didn't fit it. I got in too early. It worked, but I got in too early, and it was not per my criteria. I don't want that in my records for my my data. I want trades that fit my rules in my data. This is practice. This isn't a video game. It's not me trying to, you know, win the prize. I have many lives on this game. So where are we at here? We are in August. Oh, I'm almost into August now. What I'm doing is I'm looking at the weekly. I do all my lines, all my levels, all my trend lines, all my key levels are in the weekly. And I got one right here that I can add. It's a nice pivot point. And so I'm looking at the weekly for my plays. I only mark up the weekly time frame. So we're at Monday. I'm going to look at the weekly. We just got a third touch point bounce off of this trend line, which could have been a good trade, but I didn't have anything to get in on. So we're going to look and see how this results here. And what I do is I'm looking at this. We're now in a downtrend. We got 1, 2, and we're getting ready for a third drop down. So I'm looking at down. I'm looking at a short more than anything. Drop to the daily. Volume's kind of low, below average. We do got this nice little pullback. We have this area of support has been hit 1, 2, 3, 4 times now. So I would take a strong break of this right now. That would be really nice if I can get a nice little pullback. So let's just see how this goes. This has been a really big help for me as a swing trader, sitting in the charts. If I'm just trading my own charts and trading live, it will literally take me years to get the input that I'm getting by doing back testing. Honestly, even if you trade a lower time frame and you're trading 2 or 3 hours a day, that's your time window. Take an hour and do some back testing. You've just increased your exposure to the market. Learn your system. Learn what you're looking for. So we got a little bit of indecision here. I'd like to see a kind of a bump off of this 50 for a pullback. That'd be a really nice pullback. If that's the case, I might take a short right here, but these are pretty strong levels. I got to be careful. All right, we're not doing much today. Still watching. That could be a good little bounce off that 50 MA. Indecisive. We're halfway through the day, 11 o'clock. I'm going to jump it. All right, we did get a little indecision, but we're opening up pretty strong this morning, so we'll see what happens. This is Thursday. Still getting some rejection off that 50. I'm not sure I'm going to have a trade on this week. Yeah, we're hanging there. We're not moving. That's what I like to see. 1, 2, 3, and we're starting to reverse. Let's see what the daily looks like, or the hourly now. What I'm looking for in the hourly is so I can't see the daily 50 moving average, but we were hitting it right about here. Actually went probably a little past it, so it's somewhere in this area. So I'm looking for a zone that might be worth hitting. I like this zone right here, so I'm going to just kind of put this in here, and we're going to call that SRL. And so I'm going to look for something to hit around here. This is Friday, so I'm not expecting a whole lot really. And before I take anything, so here we're coming into it. This will be the third point on this. This is just for me. The 1 hour is just a trigger entry. I'm not too concerned about what's happening, but I do want to see price action up to a point that's worthy of getting into. I don't want to just jump in anywhere. I'm still getting a really strong confirmation candle here. I really like that. But we're at the end of the day, so I'm going to jump to Monday. Hopefully it didn't go through. It did. Yeah, it's probably a good thing. Now it's broke through. So I'm going to do something here, though. I still like it. I'm going to go look at the weekly, and I'm going to go look at the hourly before I continue here. So I do 450 profit, 150 risk. And that's been giving me a pretty decent risk. But I want to go look at the weekly real quick. So even the weekly is looking good. You had an engulfing candle here. You had a kind of a push off of the 50 here. And we're kind of, this is the new week. This is starting today. So it's starting off down. It's got a little pullback. So we did not break structure. So I think we're looking good for a good possible breakdown, and you can see my take profits down here in this zone. So we don't even have to break through this zone for me to make money on this trade. If I look at the daily, that this key levels right here off of this little pullback, and that's where I'm entering down here below that pullback. So could be a good one. We'll see how that goes. I like the bounce play. I like the third touch point bounce. I like that we came down. I like that we hit this. And now we're starting to come down again. And this is trading, so you never know. You never know what happens. If this goes up much more, though, I'm going to kill it. I'm not going to take it. I haven't even bought it yet. I'm just watching right now. So I'm not even convinced yet. Okay. We're close enough through the day. Nothing's really happening. The daily's kind of in a pullback. I'm kind of hesitant now, so I'm just going to skip. I'm not going to actually sell the contract yet and skip till Tuesday. See what happens. Okay, Tuesday, we hit it. We came back. We're pulling back on the hourly support level. Daily's looking good. Weekly's confirming. So you can see I am getting confirmation on the weekly. I know it's only Tuesday. I'm getting a good candle so far this morning. After a little pullback, I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and set a sell. And let's see what Tuesday brings us. I'm kind of waiting here. I know that for me, the 6 o'clock hour is the beginning of the Asian session or in the Asian session. And so I kind of want to wait till then. I'm still looking good. I'm still getting a good confirmation off that pullback. The weekly's still looking strong. It's building up a good candle. So I'm still good with it. Let's see what happens. The Asian session can be kind of strong. So I'm curious. Ooh, look at that. Almost got me. All right. I'm in my evening. I'm going to jump. See if it takes it. Yeah, we're in. Let me mark up my levels here real quick. Here's my stop loss for now, and this was my take profit, or my entry. My entry. Okay. So now we got a good drop down. We're in a pullback. I want to take this and move this down, save some money, cut my risk back. So now I'm gonna mark that as my exit point, and I'll drag that with me as I move it. Give me another pullback, I can get to break even. So once I'm in a trade, I pretty much manage only through the 1 hour time frame. So I just stay right here. Looking good. I wonder if we're going to clear that last pullback right here. It's starting to weaken. Go. Come on, baby. Go. Get it. All right. Let me pause this. We're going to take this to break even. For now. I'll leave that exit there. I don't need it laying on top of break even. Oh, we're also past into my evening, so I'm going to go sleep and wake up in the morning to decent. I think I'm going to come back. We kind of had this little pullback and took down some more. So I think I'm going to come to just above that. That's going to be 69 bucks. It's not much, but we're at least in the money. I'm not losing money. All right, let's see what happens. We're at 200 right now. It's going. Can it get into that zone, or is it going to reject it? I'm going to stop. I'm going to move this down a little bit more. We're going to take it down to this point, this pullback candle. Make a little more profit. We're at $100. So to me, it's a winning trade regardless. I just don't know if that support zone there is going to be a rejection or not. No consolidation. It's bed. Oh, we're in the Asian. Let's finish this hour. Okay. Jumping to morning, but before, yeah, let me just hang on. I like to mark up everything before it all closes and finishes, and I can't see what I'm doing. All right, let's jump into, we're Thursday, let's jump to Friday. Friday, I'm out. I'm out right here at my exit. It didn't. It ended up rejecting this support level. And then we got this. So for me, it's Friday. I'm not going to take another trade today. So I'm going to go ahead and jump this. I like to jump it one more day because I like to see what happened. Like, was that a good hold point? Did I hold right? And it looks like I did. I cleared $111, I think it was. $111. And it was a good trade. It was a good trade. Now, technically, I could have probably put my TP right here. But I'm okay. It would have been another $100 or so. And I should have put it probably right above that support level. That probably would have been a smarter move. And I'm saying this because I kind of like to look at this and say, okay, what could I have done different? How could I have done this a little different? The only thing is I like to trust that 450. I like to trust that I can possibly get there. But yes, support levels, we knew it was strong. I want to get this, I'm going to mark this up. I want to try to get as much of this as I can, so I know where my TP was at. Okay, so yeah, hindsight right now, it looks like I should have dragged that TP to just above this level. So I'll mark that up into my mental notes. That's just part of I have my trailing system, and I put a lot of trust into that. So we're gonna go here, trade notes. We got trade. I want the daily. I want, or the hourly. I want the daily. I want to see what was happening there. That was a pretty clear rejection. I was ignoring that. I'll get better at that. And then the weekly, because I use all three of those to make a determination. And now when I finish this session, when I'm all done, I go back and I review all these, and I take a better look at what was I trading. So we took a 1, 2, 3 bounce trade, so a key level bounce off the trend line. We had a third bounce trend line. I used the 50 moving average bounce as a catalyst. If I go back here, this is where I got in. This is, to me, a reversal. This walk in the line, that's a good solid reversal signal. That's a little consolidation before it takes off. We got a good confirmation candle that confirmed it, both in the hourly and in the daily. We had a great confirmation candle off of our reversal up here. I did with the trend take profit. Anything else? Nope. That was it. Key level bounce, tags. My setup pattern was the daily, no, it wasn't a daily retest. Boom. This included a 50 moving average bounce. And I think that's pretty much it. I did have that walk the line, but I don't have like a support level or anything there. So I don't see anything else I can put in there. Yeah, it was just a good bounce. A little consolidation there, but I can't really claim that. And we came down. We had, oh, there he is. Three. Here's a 3 and go bump and run. Almost forgot about that. Bump and run, 3 and go. So it hit 1, 2, 3 and go. Trade management. And my stop loss above candle. Stop loss candle. That's a good strong candle to sit above. And then trade management was candle trade management with a stop. And there we have a trade. We actually got a trade, which is good. A lot of times I don't get one. So yeah, we're looking good. Thank you for joining. Remember, this one trade will not make you wealthy, but it is one more trade closer to wealthy trading. This has been Chopper's Charts, live back testing. Hope to get you another one here soon, and get in there, back test, practice, take it slow, take it methodically. You're learning to learn. You're learning to learn your strategy. If you take a trade that's not per your strategy, delete it. If it's not per your strategy, delete it. or tag it in a way that you know it's not per your strategy. You want to be able to eliminate that from your data set so that you can see that you can make this business work. If you're putting in and you're back testing, you're just running through them really hard and fast, and you're in practice mode. That's what I'm in. I'm in practice mode. I've already completed my 4-phase system. I have my strategy. I have everything dialed in. Now I'm in practice mode. I just want to see that. I want to see the signals and understand them and get used to seeing them over and over and over again. And I don't want to be rewarded by a bad trade, whether that trade made money or not, because it's not about the dollars. It's about learning the system. It's about learning the strategy. You guys take care, have fun, and enjoy. Thank you.